now we have Tom Harris. Oh, this one's going to have to be paid for. I ain't going to pay for it, but Tom Harris, I was a Labour minister. Here's why greedy trade unions could bankrupt the country, and Starmer is powerless to make them see sense. But when trade unions are earning roughly, Unite Union is earning roughly £160 million per year, and their top people are on between 100 and £160 per year, and they know they've got Labour over a barrel because they donate to Labour. They donate to Labour. Labour, then Labour sends the money back to them through donations, through pay rises and all that. Then they get it, and they send it to their union members. The union members pay them, and they up their fee because they've got them a pay rise. So where it was years ago, it used to be £5 per person per month. Now I think it's £10, and someone said it's going up to £12 or £12.50. So just out of that million people, by going up by 12 to £12.50, they're earning an extra £2.5 million. Approximately. They're going to be earning more than that, but it's about 2.5. Actually. More like 3.5, I think. But yeah. But and then people wonder why the trade unions do a circle jerk with Labour every time they get into government. And this happens every time Labour gets into government. Go back and look at history. In 2020, when Labour got into 2010, they did exactly the same thing. The unions was getting in excess of inflation pay rises. That continued up until 2010 when they bankrupted the country because of the financial crisis that they're creating right now. We're going back. It's just a circle. They're borrowing to keep inflation up so that they can inflation down. Sorry, and be pumping it into the system so we get growth. As soon as that growth finishes, which they've just borrowed another 15 billion to pump into the system, on top of the 250 billion they've already said they're going to borrow before in the 4 years. So you're already looking at in excess of 265 billion. They reckon by the time at the end of the government, the UK would have borrowed an extra 300 billion to 400 billion. I reckon it'd be nearer to $500 billion. We've been told there's going to be no more tax rises. Labour have already said they're going to have to go back on that again in a few weeks, in a few months when the next financial statements come out. At the minute, we've got growth at 0.01%, which is all the money that they're plugging into the system. So yeah, so I can see why he's correct. I can't read the rest of the story, but it's a circle jerk. Unions pay their members. Unions make the government pay their members more money. The members have to pay the unions more fees, which means that unions can then give more money to Labour, which then means Labour then gets the taxpayers to pay the unions more money, and it's just a circle jerk.